Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio with Drake. Look at all this ore.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty place. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the series, please hit that like button. It helps me out. And if you haven't already joined the clan, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more great content. So, what are we doing
now I don't even remember what
today?
we were doing.
I was setting up concrete. I have my entire year scheduled for next episodes. I'm going to be eventually setting up nuclear powers. So I'm going to build some centrifuges and build some nuclear reactors. And lots of fun.
I think my plans are totally dependent upon how many roboports we have made. Do we have roboports being made somewhere? I thought we did.
Roboports. Yes, we should have a stack of 10 being made. They should be south of the red.
Okay.
South of the blue, or beside the south of the blue. There it is.
Yes, see it.
So we got copper now rolling, which is great. That's fantastic. So the red circuits are coming back online. Green circuits are filling. Reds are actually backing up. Look at that. We have a storage chest filling with red circuits. In fact, that's going to be a huge storage chest. There's a mega chest right there. That'll be great. Be 3,200.
Base box. Are you going to want to build all these? Is that what we're going to be dealing with here?
Hmm? I'm stuck.
Okay.
Yep, I'm stuck. Okay. We're really out of power poles? Steel power poles, the big ones? Or did I'm just not requesting any of these things. Cheapers. Maybe that's what we should be researching rather than Coverx enrichment process, which will take about 6 billion years for me to set up. I need concrete. I need steel. I need copper. Sheesh. One needs lots of things, you know. Oh, there we go. Copper right there. I don't even have space to put all this stuff. How much iron am I suggesting I should have? That's way too much. Don't need him. Thank you very much. Don't need you. Thank you very much. You're redundant. You're redundant. I'm gonna empty some inventory space. There we go. 100 of those and 50 of those.
Just need to get closer. That's what it is.
Do that. I need yellow inserters. I didn't put those on my... Oh, I don't have any inserters on my list. Okay. Let's do some reds. We need more logistics spots, don't we? Character logistics
spots.
Let's research that instead. We'll come back to the Coverx because, well, it's not necessary right now.
Oh,
random,
man.
like, plates, just iron and copper plates just sit in random spaces around the ground. Strangely enough, man, I keep seeing things that I'm like, I fixed that, but it wasn't. It was one of those phantom episodes.
That was in that other universe.
Yes. It was a galaxy far, far away, folks. You missed it. All good, though. I get it. It's working now. Oops. If I don't break everything. Why are you not collecting? Oh, because I don't have any of them. Do we even have logistics chests and stuff being built? Any of those?
I don't think they're being built automatically.
Strange, I find this. That one there. We'll do this and this. Power it. I feel like we probably already had a buffer chest for steel somewhere.
We did. Yes. It's the one. It's sharing one with iron right now
Okay.
for reasons that aren't clear to me at the moment.
Sharing
There
with
was a
iron?
reason.
Seriously, there's another one sharing with iron? Where are you seeing that? I already just fixed one.
There was one. There was one I took up and moved. Yeah, the chest there.
Up where I
The
am?
one you're standing next to.
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
just set that up. Yeah. I just
The
set up
iron
steel
chest right there had steel buffered in it as well.
Yes, it did. Okay. No, I don't need you. I need all
That was one of
these.
those. I'll fix that later things for me. Sorry.
Future Drake problems now. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something. I was totally gonna do something. Totally gonna do something. No, I won't be distracted. Resist the temptation, Drake. You've got priorities here. But we'll do that. We'll build one of these little babies. We'll build a couple of them. And then we'll build the stuff for them. And Kitch will be so happy. But we'll do it later. Super stealth.
Ooh, that's a lot of spitters.
A lot of what?
A lot of spitters up there.
Hmm.
That last attack.
Bad spitters. Bad. Gears. I need like a ton of them. Man. Stock me with 100 gears, please. Oh yeah, here you come. Give me the gears. Lots of them. Lots of them. Stored. Centrifuge. Make one. I guess I could make a centrifuge making machine, but that would be a little redundant. You don't need that many of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need too many.
I need
Although
5.
it takes forever to build those.
Does it? Input.
Are those the ones, or is maybe it's the reactors that take forever?
Yeah, the reactors. They're all pretty. I don't know. Centrifuges are well, they're only a 4-second timer. This is supposed to be iron plates. All requested iron plates should go there. This is redundant or excessive, I should say. We have 3 copper lines coming to the base. We do indeed. Okay. Nope. In case we add another one, I'm going to do this properly. A requester chest for copper plates. Give me just 100 copper plates on that, please. Okay, there we go. We probably don't need a passive provider chest buffering copper anymore. Or iron, right? It's a little, I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I don't think.
Maybe that's not redundant. I shouldn't actually put in buffers that unload.
We don't have anything on the logistics thing in that, do we?
Yeah, I was gonna add in I added in chests to catch our copper and iron, but we also have some passive provider chests gathering it, so that's not the way to do it. There is a smart way to do that, but that would require me to be smart about this. I need another 100 steel. Give me that 100 steel, please. And I need 400 more concrete. Just a little bit. Teeny tiny dose of concrete. That's for 1 nuclear reactor. Ha ha ha. There we go. Uh, 500 those. I need 500 red, and I need 500 steel, and I need 500 copper. I'll just go manually grab the steel and copper. There's some there.
Aha! I did it.
What you did?
Somewhat. Look at the map and turn on the robot coverage.
Kitch, you're my hero.
Now there's a couple areas up north, but those are temporary.
Couple areas. Oh, the gaps between the
Yeah,
top north wall.
some areas where I built the roboports a little far away from the power poles.
Whatever you do, you don't want to connect this stuff with the ones up on. If we put any, when we put some on like expansion spots, we don't want to.
Oh yes, yes.
I done that in a first base using them. It was catastrophic. I was so frustrated with everything dying constantly. I couldn't figure it out.
When you're wondering where all your robots are, and you realize they're on the other end of the map.
I'm pretty
Not
sure.
a
No, they
juice.
were on. They were halfway. They were making it halfway and then dying.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a sad moment when I finally was. I should say when I was told, not when I realized. I didn't really realize it on my own. I was told, like, dude, you're doing it wrong. Good quality backseat gamers saved me again. Wait, is that actually?
Do I still have that train in my pocket? No, I don't. What happened to that?
How did you lose
Oh,
a train
I made
in your
that.
pocket?
I made that in a different world. Okay, I need that train again.
Phantom Worlds.
Gosh, we've got a lot of stuff. I'm just this walk. We have a lot of area well done. This is good.
Yes, I wanted us to have ample surplus. Okay, so if I select a blueprint book, I can then... Oh, Drake is a happy camper. Do that. And I can do that. So beautiful. So beautiful. And I can do that. And I do. I'm just using these just because I can. Mm-hmm. Look at them beautiful blueprints. Okay. Kinda didn't do it right, but you know. They didn't build the best. It sort of worked.
What are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be batteries.
Batteries? What's they doing?
Aren't you supposed to be batteries?
Don't you love when the thing breaks and you can't quite figure out what it's supposed to be?
Okay, I see how that's working out. There we go. Alright, yeah, so. Get the bricks.
Okay.
And all is normal. Okay, what was I doing down here? Oh, engines. Engines. Many engines.
Yeah, these, when they're fueled, will produce heat. That heat will need to come out here.
Circuits.
So we'll need to
And
do that.
where can I steal gears?
We have no power there.
Right here.
We need to link the power on the top. That's fine, just link it there. Doesn't have to be pretty, Drake. What do you think this is?
Questers. Providers. Storage. Actives.
Okay.
Stack inserters. Full inventory. Everything is just ducky.
Backwards down the list, I need... What do I need to make? Not centrifuges. Is it centrifuge? No, it's not centrifuge that makes it. It is... Is it factory that makes it? No, that's nuclear reactors. I need nuclear fuel. That is made with uranium 235 and 238 and iron plates in a laboratory, in an assembler. Wonder how many I should make. 5 of them? What's their speed? In 10 seconds they make 10. Okay, so there's no way I need even more than 2 of them. But that's okay, we'll make 4. The biggest computing anybody will ever need is 64K. Let's be really proactive as IBM, and we will make 640 as the largest possible.
I think back to my old Commodore 64, and you know it was amazing what they did with those 64K back then.
That was impressive. I had my childhood computer was a Tandy 1000EX.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Back in the good old days. I don't think there's anything great about that computing days. But anyways, you guys are going to be getting the fuel, right? So I need to dump onto this line, and we'll only have one side of it. So then you'll get a yellow belt up here. Okay.
Right,
And that's
so
going to produce.
those.
We're going to go onto the loop and stay there.
Those.
I need to produce 4 of these. Really.
And some of those.
Oh, I hate when you do that, computers. I mean, robots.
And some of those.
I hate that you can't build a blueprint. You can't keep a blueprint in your hand if you place a blueprint. It's really annoying.
Ah, that's what I did wrong. Okay. So we need those.
These can offload into here. Okay, that's plenty of space. You guys will be uranium 235, uranium 238, and iron. Well, that's rather inconvenient. I suppose I can logistics those in for the iron. It feels accurate or reasonable somehow to have very slow belts for supplies for nuclear power. Like maybe it would just be wrong to try to rush it, I'm thinking. There.
That is a logistic
Input.
thing.
And there. You guys are still working on building those things. Jeepers. Come on, boys. Give me power here, and here, and here. Output power here, and here. Okay, now I need an iron feed. It's going to go here. Going to have that. And you're going to request 500 iron plates. Okay, good. Oh, that's why it's taking so long. 15 seconds per speed module that I'm making. I don't even know if I have the resources to make them. I do. No, I don't. I'm out of green, so I actually had to make some, probably had to make some greens in my pocket.
Is it the level 1 speed modules? We should have a lot of those down there at...
Not in a logistics chest, apparently.
Oh, that's right. I decided to direct insert them. I apologize.
Yeah, that's right. We will need them for other stuff, so they can be stockpiling, I suppose, but that's not the most rigid or thorough way to do it, but whatever. So this needs
We are
238.
building robots somewhere, aren't we?
Yes, sir, we are. I think there should be to the southwest. Okay, so this is the part we have to loop. I've got to pull the 235.
There they are.
No, I don't have to loop it, actually. I'm
Why
doing
are you
kind of
not
an off-the-cuff
making
build,
robots?
surprise, surprise, of the nuclear
Engines.
facilities.
Engines. Engines. Ah, that explains things.
Now, how many centrifuges are we ever going to need on this set? I don't know. I feel like that's a bazillion of them. But that's not true because they have to process a lot to achieve the goal.
Okay,
So
and then it'll be ready
takes
in
so
about
much.
50 years. Okay, that's fine.
It takes so much of the 235 to make these things run. The uranium 235. Build me another centrifuge. And then build me another centrifuge. And when you're done, you can, guess what? Build me another centrifuge. Pretty much forever. No, I only need 10 of them. Okay, so they're going to output 238 and 235. And I need to filter off to split off the 235. We can do that like this. Okay, and you're going to filter output left output filter uranium 235. Good. We can go this way, and 238 going this way.
Aha! There they are.
And then this is going to be here.
Oh, yep, run between the cars. You haven't learned your lesson. Just keep doing that.
Don't climb over the knuckles. People die doing that, my friend. People die. Is this the way I want to do this? Probably. I mean, we really have to just store a bazillion of these for at the beginning. I think that's what I'll do here. And they can be just regular chests, I suppose. It's not like they're gonna actually... That might be overkill. Probably not, though, with the way that I've dealt with this in the past.
Ah, steel's trickling again. That's good. That means we're making stuff. That's progress.
Steel's trickling as in we're running out?
Well, it's just, it looks like it's running at full speed.
Well, that's
you know, one of those columns doesn't make a full line.
Full speed is good. No speed is bad, but full speed's good. Now, he's making this... What's their timing? They take 10 seconds, so nobody here needs to rush things. You're dealing with highly volatile nuclear radioactive equipment, so maybe super fast inserters that hurl things around at obnoxious speeds is unhealthy. I'm going to guess that's the facts. Remember, kids, if you hear the siren... Climb under my desk, put my hands over my head. Okay, so we just need to get uranium ore in here. These guys will produce 235 and 238. That'll come down here. The 235 gets split off here, and that's not sufficient. Yes, it is. No, that power has to move there, because I need a chest that will go. We'll do that, and well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah, I was going to say you have to grab like 40 of those, right?
Yeah, you need to... I think it's 40 you need to have stored. So I will do this, and then I'll put a... It just feels right to put a wooden chest full of highly...
Oh yeah, all of our enriched uranium
definitely
store into a
right there.
To a wooden crate.
That's what we're doing. Yep. So then we logistics this up, and so I'm going to say this thing, check what's in that chest. Nope, other way around. Hear that. Get off there. This one, you just run this little green wire and say, you check and enable condition if uranium 235, I can find you, is greater than 40, greater than 39, set, go. I believe that is correct. So we just need to get a whole lot of uranium stored, or uranium ore running, and then this will pull all the uranium 235, stuff it in the chest, and only let it out if we reach 40. So that'll stockpile the 40 we need. for later. Anything after that will come down here. Each one of them will produce 10 fuel cells for 1 uranium-235. Lots of the uranium-238 for sure we'll have piled everywhere. That's fine. And then it'll dump off the finished fuel cells here, which will dump to the inside shell. And the trick here is these, if you look at these nuclear reactors, they have a fuel spot and an output spot. So the red long-handled inserter activates only at a certain point of gas pressure, of steam pressure built up. And I'll
Steam less than, yeah.
when these things run out and actually produce the heat, the excess heat will come off that line and it'll store in a steam vats. When those are filled to a certain, unless those are filled to a certain point, this will be disabled. So this red handle will only pick up the spent case out of the reactor. Will only pick it up when the steam is low. And that red one, when it picks up, will output a while it's holding the item, it'll output a signal of
the
to the
empty
yellow
canister,
saying that the empty canister is greater than 0, which will pulse while it's pulling the unit over. It'll say, "Oh, there's not enough." Then this yellow one will have, and I actually have to cut this right there for the time being, possibly permanently. Anyways, the yellow one will then be told to grab a new one, but only at stack inserter size 1. So it'll only throw 1 fuel in there, so that turns the reactor on. The key is that these reactors will produce a heat, will turn the water out at a heat of, or the heat pipes will come out at a heat of 500. Once the heat pipe reaches 500, it stays there permanently, unless you delete it and rebuild it. So they'll sit at 500, and the turbines only activate at 501.
Yeah.
So then these things kick on the moment the steam backup is low enough. Then the red kicks on, turns the yellow on, adds more fuel in, produces heat immediately, starts pumping it above 500. The turbines will turn back on, powering our nuclear. So they won't waste, unless the only problem with this system is it can get bogged down if the red is pulling out and there's nothing to feed the yellow.
And there's nothing to, yeah.
Since they produce in stacks of 10, you can actually go like, oh no, didn't mean to do that, guys. Thanks for helping out. You can build those ones first. So then the
We've
ones
got 4 factories over here making them.
Yeah.
That should fill it up pretty quick, I would assume.
Yeah, one of them produces 10, so it'll dump 10 down the line, and I intentionally put these bottom ones on so the stuff will get to them, and then they'll get their first fill and everything. So you actually have to prime the pump, though. You have to put your first piece of fuel in. So we're way past because I'm blabbering on. So
yeah, we are, but we learned a little bit about nuclear physics today, and all we need is some uranium.
Yeah, that stuff.
Always something else to do.
I think this is this my outro?
I think it's your out, yeah.
I think it is. All right, so I'll stop babbling and start babbling on something else. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We have a base that's starting to come to life. I'm really happy with it. I like it. I think it's doing well. So we got resources. We're starting in new power systems and all the rest. So thank you so much for joining us. Check out some more Factorio content over on Kitch's channel. That would be pretty awesome. If you guys are in my Discord, the link should be in there now or soon. And yeah, we will continue to try to make this base super awesome and kill a bunch more biters. And as always, we'll see you in game.